If you've ever felt trapped, if you've ever felt trapped in an identity that you've outgrown, and if you feel like the life that you're living does not reflect your truth anymore, then this episode is going to liberate you from the inside out. So grab your journal, open your heart, and let's dive into a conversation that will completely rewrite your reality. Hi, and welcome back to the Manifest and Mindset podcast. I am your host, Cecilia, mindset coach, manifestation mentor, and your guide in helping you break out of stagnation so you can manifest your dream life. Today, I want you to remember something powerful. You are not bound to who you used to be. You are not required to stay loyal to the version of yourself that was created out of fear, out of survival, or out of other people's expectation. You get to choose again. And this week, as we step into the energy of July 4th, a day rooted in the theme of freedom, I want to invite you to declare your inner independence. Not from a government, not from your job, no, but from the version of you that you've outgrown, from the version of you that doubts her worth, that shrinks in room where she should be expanding, and that repeats patterns that were passed down but never questioned. You don't need permission to change, no. You don't need proof to believe that you can start over. You just need to make a decision. So today, I'm going to walk you through how to declare your freedom, how to reinvent your identity, and how to rewrite your reality from the inside out. The hidden chains holding you back. Let's start by getting really honest about what is keeping you stuck. Because most of the chains holding us back are not physical, they're actually mental, right? So here are 5 invisible chains that are keeping you from your next level. The first one is the identity that you've outgrown. You're still operating as the version of you who doubted, who hesitated, who people pleased, or who played small, right? But that identity was built in survival. But now you've evolved, right? But your self-concept hasn't caught up yet. 2, inherited beliefs. You're carrying beliefs that were never yours. Maybe you were told not to ask for too much, or maybe you learned that women have to struggle to be worthy. But just because something is familiar doesn't mean that it's aligned. 3, fear of being seen. You want to grow, but you are afraid that if you show up as the real you, people will leave, people will judge you, or people will reject you. So that's why you shrink. But shrinking does not protect your peace. It actually erodes your power. 3, loyalty to the past. You stay in cycles that don't serve you just because you're loyal to your past. But hear me out. Loyalty to who you used to be is costing you your future. 5, subconscious programming. So most of what controls your life is not conscious, it's actually subconscious. Until you change your inner script, your outer reality will keep repeating the same old pattern. You cannot create a new reality with an old identity. What freedom really means. So what does freedom actually look like when it comes to your identity? Let me break it down to you. Freedom is not about doing whatever you want. No, it's about no longer being a prisoner to your past self. It's thinking beyond your limitations. It's choosing based on alignment, not fear. It's feeling safe being your full self, even when it's uncomfortable. It's having the courage to let go of who you used to be so you can become who you truly are. Your new reality begins the moment that you stop asking for permission to change. So let's talk about what freedom sounds like. This is what freedom actually sounds like. It's you saying and thinking things like, I am allowed to want more. I am safe to evolve. I do not owe anyone the old version of me. And you are not crazy for craving expansion. You are not selfish for shedding roles that no longer fit you. You are not wrong for choosing peace over familiarity because you are reclaiming your truth, and that is freedom. Why are you still stuck in the old you? So let's go deeper now. Why is it so hard to break free from these patterns? It's not because you're not smart enough or disciplined enough. No. It's because your brain and your nervous system are still wired for the old you, right? So let's break down what's actually happening. 1, your identity is wired in. The version of you that's been running your life, she's not just a thought. She's actually a network of beliefs, of habits, and of emotions hardwired into your nervous system. And change feels threatening, not because it's wrong, but because it's unfamiliar. 2, your nervous system craves safety. Even if your current life is draining you, your nervous system will choose it over the unknown. Why? Because what it knows, right? 3, your self-image controls your choices. Your subconscious identity sets the ceiling for what you allow yourself to receive. Bob Proctor said that the image you hold of yourself controls everything. So until you shift your self-image, you'll sabotage every next level opportunity that shows up. Think about that for a minute. How to reinvent your identity and reality. So this is where it gets exciting because you're not stuck. You just need a new strategy. And I want to share with you my 5-step method to declare your freedom and reinvent your reality. 1, you want to declare it. Reinvention starts with a decision. So say it clearly and out loud. I am no longer available for the old version of me. Write a freedom declaration in your journal. For example, you could write, I declare that I am free from doubt, I am free from fear, and I am free from the need to prove myself. And I now embody my highest identity with confidence, clarity, and power. And when you declare it, the universe listens. 2, release the old. So let go energetically. So write a goodbye letter to that version of you that no longer serves you. Burn it, rip it, release it, let it go. Clear your space, unfollow what no longer resonates. This is not symbolic. It's actually scientific. Your outer world reflects your inner world. So you need to create space to receive your next level. 3, rewire your self-image. So to do that, you want to use affirmations, journaling, and visualization. Not to wish for change, no, but to reprogram your subconscious. Start each day with a question. Ask yourself, what would the next level version of me believe today? Then choose that belief. And this is how you install a new identity. 4, embody her energy. This isn't fake it until you make it. No. This is embody until you become it. And I feel like I talk about this in so many episodes. How would the version of you who is already free show up today? How would she speak? How would she walk? How would she respond? Act as if. Not because you're pretending, but because you're practicing your truth. And 5, protect that new frequency. You're becoming someone new, so you will need new boundaries, new habits, new standards. Protect your energy like your dream life depends on it, because it does. If this episode is lighting you up and you know it's time to rewrite your story, then I want to personally invite you to join my 12-week group coaching program where we go deep into identity work, mindset reprogramming, and manifestation. This isn't just theory, this is transformation. Together, we will break the patterns that are keeping you stuck and activate the future you. So DM me Freedom on Instagram or click the link in the description to apply. Okay, now your favorite part of the show, the actionable steps of the week. Let's turn all of this into transformation. So for this week, I want you to 1. Write your freedom declaration. Own what you're no longer available for and what you're stepping into. 2. Do a release ritual. So write a letter to your old self and destroy it with intention. 3. Visualize your next level self every morning. You need to step into her energy and ask, what would she do today? And then do it. 4. Take one bold, aligned action this week that your old self would have avoided. 5. Affirm daily. I am free to reinvent myself. I walk in alignment with who I choose to become. Okay, so let's recap everything we talked about in this episode. You are not required to stay stuck. Your old story is not your destiny. So this week, you get to declare your freedom. You get to release your past. You get to rewire your identity. You get to embody your future. And you get to protect your frequency. Because reinvention is not rejection. It's remembrance. You are simply becoming who you were always meant to be. Alright, that's all I have for you today. If this episode sparked something in your soul, so here is how you can help this message reach more women. Subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode. Leave me a comment on YouTube or a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify if this helped you shift today. Screenshot and share it on Instagram. Tag me at manifestandmindset_. Or comment or DM me to request future topic or just to say hi, because I love hearing from you. And as always, let's close the episode with a quick breath and affirmation. So take a deep breath in. And exhale everything that no longer aligns. And repeat after me. I am free to become who I was always meant to be. Remember, there's a version of you who's already living the life you desire. She's not waiting. She's not shrinking. She's not asking for permission. She is choosing every day. And today, so can you. So declare your freedom, rewrite your identity, and create a reality that reflects your truth. And know that I am so proud of you. I will see you next week. Bye.